Good morning, lovers. We all know that in a country that functions, they are supposed to create rules and regulations to protect their people. But in a country like Nigeria, everything's scattered. Everything is different. Everything is upside down. Now they create laws that protect the government. Isn't that just amazing? Isn't that fantabulous? A country that its people are never safe. A country that even when they are screwing us, they say, no, just take it. Huh? Did you guys see the new rule from NDPC? Have you guys seen that law? I mean, in a country that functions, that law would actually be fantastic because you have to look at it on both sides. You don't want to be picking your nose in a store or doing some craziness and then you're being filmed and blasted all over the internet, right? But in Nigeria, our voice is supposed to be a democratic country, but no, it's feeling like a dictatorship. Like I can feel the heat from it. They would do anything in their power or attempt to do to silence the public. Please, when you guys are free, just take your time and go read that statement, so you don't get into trouble because apparently everything we do these days puts us in trouble. So NDPC stands for Nigeria Data Protection Commission, right? And they created this new law that when you're filming in public, they refer it as entertainment. You should not be caught filming the citizens. Now, we all know where this stems from, and it's so funny how policies are applied very quickly after it affects the government. So apparently there are going to be big sanctions if you're caught filming people's faces. But now let's sit down and be realistic. Why is this law coming out now? Because for years, I am sorry, like you can tell even in recent times, let me show you. Look here, the government have always filmed the citizen when it comes to their propaganda, when it comes to trying to show people how amazing they are. Did they take permission from any of those individuals to film? Look at this guy sitting down here. Do you know how embarrassing it is? Because now it looks as if all these people are for APC or for a specific party. But let's be completely real about one thing. It's only hunger that drives people to go line up like that. Over 2,000 people were filmed lining up like that. They didn't think about the rights of the citizen. They didn't think how it was going to affect the rest of us. But they use the content. They always use the content to promote themselves without taking permission. But when it comes to Nigerian citizens seeing a bad situation and speaking up on it, all of a sudden, we're supposed to be worried about sanctions and things. In this life that we live in these days, if you do not have proof of a specific situation, then they say, oh, you don't have a case. You can't even go to the police. Even when it comes to rape victims, they tell you, oh, you need proof. How? Okay, in the process, when something bad is about to happen to you, you think you're going to start pulling out cameras. And when you do, you're now going to get sanctioned for it. Like, how does this help the citizens? At this point, you should just gag all of us and tie our hands and throw the keys away because it doesn't make sense. We're supposed to have freedom of speech and we're supposed to have freedom to express ourselves. Yes, I understand in the cases that people just want to create entertainment. But when it comes to actually pointing out the wrongs of the country, I'm sorry, we need evidence for that. And if we sit down and not speak about this now, it's going to become a thing. When is all this going to end, honestly? When are we ever going to have the right? We have bandits on the internet filming their kidnappers and posting it all over. And yet there was no law made against this. This whole speech that is made right now never came out then. We have innocent people on their knees in very compromising positions, but the government does absolutely nothing about it. But when it comes to the citizens speaking about them, it's all of a sudden a problem. So we can't even create in peace without feeling like, oh my God, we might get arrested or we might get sanctioned. Like, for reals though. In a country that functions properly, the same rules that apply for citizens must be implemented also by government officials. Must. It can't be just one way. It can't be when it's against you, it's a problem. We also have our rights and we need to start speaking up. Oh, by the way, this is day 110,000 of not having electricity. How you guys doing? Because we have inverter, but we can't carry AC. So we're here scratching our heat rash, right? And if I think about it very well, months ago there was another policy created that, oh, you cannot be caught filming any recordings, voice recordings from people, blah blah blah. So please, how are we supposed to show our innocence in certain situations when we cannot even use a voice recording or a face video? Like, explain this to me, because I really want to know. And I'm sorry, this particular law, it cannot stand. And if it does stand, it must apply to every single individual, including government officials. Okay? When you see them rallying and filming innocent people, you better hold them accountable, because apparently the law only works for people like us. For them, they're exempt. Every day you see institutions like EFCC catching Yahoo boys, but no, the people that are really sucking dry the country, nothing happens to them though. Nothing happens to them. There's a God, or there's a God. And see, God is going to come for everyone and is going to reveal all this with time. We do not say don't create your policies, create them, but it has to match every single individual, including you. Okay? Have a nice day.